What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Trim with my co-host
Lisa and my host. Bye. I thought he was gonna say your own name. Okay.
Why would I do that? That is why you gotta introduce me.
Okay. Let's
all right.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. My hair used
Throughout the Hawk's dirty work with Afro Sheen
If you're concerned about your thinning hair, call Hair Club.
Let's get it, y'all. Let's get started. Welcome back, guys. So we're back on the Trim. The N-word. I grew up in Brooklyn. I grew up using the word. You know, like, my nigga, what's good, bro? My nigga this, my nigga that. At times, you know, everybody, like I was saying before, everybody has a different way of using it, a way of seeing who's able to use it, and it's a big thing. You know what I mean? It's not like just some shit that we could just be like,
yeah, people don't take it lightly. No, but I do feel like there's a double standard when it comes to the N-word, and you know, like,
what I'm saying?
In our community, like, I say it, it's something that I don't even think about, and I say it. And
I grew up like that, so at the end of the day, it's not something that I'm doing it to be cool, or
yeah, like,
I'm doing it to like, oh shit, so I can be like,
it's just
how I grew
slang. Like,
these are the people that I grew up around with.
The problem with it being a double standard
is how my
that
molding became.
We could say it, we could not knowingly or not meaningly belittle ourselves, but when someone outside our race says it, it's a bad thing. And I feel like if it's a bad thing, and if one person says it, it should be a bad thing if anybody says it.
That's true.
So
you shouldn't be picking about who says what and who says.
Yeah, like, I do believe that, you know, it is disrespectful to use the word if you're using it in a disrespectful way, but
yeah, facts.
People cannot be upset if white
if you're using it out of context, like, not just necessarily white people, because I hang out with Indian people, I hang out with Asians, I hang out with a mass variety of people in New York. So this is also why I'm able to see from different points. I'm not just talking to you about my perspective as a Spanish man and like living in New York. I'm talking about from like different people that I've met. But not everybody uses the word in like, in a sense where, even though they say it, but like it just, if you use it in a context, like it's not gonna fly. You just can't be like out of nowhere and be like, my nigga, like, nah, it's not gonna fucking work. It's not.
I mean, I feel like it should though. Because if you come to New York and you live in Brooklyn, you live in our street, in our hood, and like, we still out here and we use the word regularly, and you love our culture and you're using it the same way you see us use it, then why are you the bad guy?
I'm not saying that you're the bad guy. You just need to know how to pick your battles.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I'm not black and I say my nigga. So am I wrong? I mean, technically, I guess I am black, but it's more like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's too hypersensitive. Like, I feel like if you don't want other people using it, don't sing it in your songs. That's it.
Nah, but it's not the focus. It's just, well, that's all in music altogether. Like, but at the end, you're able to say that it's a sticky situation. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But it's something that we need to face in order for us to be able to evolve and get to a higher plane of thinking. If we can't get over the fact that we bickering over a word, let alone our skin color.
I think people should just take it at face value.
Come on, bro. Like, how the fuck we supposed to even elevate to be able to like leave this fucking planet if we can't even fucking face that shit?
I think we should just
How we all gonna be in the same ship and feel some type of way and be on some dumb shit? Like,
nah, just take it for face value and just like, if you saying it in a context to be, you know, like part of the clique and stuff like that, or you hang around these people a lot and you're just catching yourself using the word, then I feel like it should just be accepted as that, as the culture. But if you're there and you're like, you're a fucking nigger, then I think that, then take it for that value.
Yeah,
be like, yo, you're a fucking
like,
racist.
Bitch,
and
say what?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we know the difference, and I feel like people want to play stupid. Like, they don't know the difference between a person trying to be like, yo, my nigga.
But it's the truth, though. It's the truth. If one person can't say it, then nobody should be able to say
it. Yeah, and that's it. That's how I feel. I'm not
like,
I wouldn't.
And that is the reality of it. It's not even like I'm trying to be picky or, you know, the fact that I didn't go through the whole situation of like where the word started from. Because then I really don't have the power. I'm just one person.
I think we all know where it came from, and we all still say it. Like,
say that again?
I said we all know where it came from, and we all still use it as a greeting to each other. So
that is true.
Nobody can play ignorant out here. We all
because
know.
I've also been to I've recently started traveling to different parts of the United States, and it's different out there. Like, you know, it doesn't get used like, and that's dope because.
So it's a New York thing?
I rarely catch myself. Say that?
It's a New York thing?
I feel kind of like it is too.
I do too.
I feel like it's definitely a New York thing, and where, you know, it's being used more out here. Cause
maybe Atlanta too.
It depends.
So.
It depends on where you are in America because it all moves. Like, and depending on who you're around, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. It's different. It's way different.
Yeah.
But it's a real sensitive topic. I feel like it should be more spoken on. Not just like, oh yeah, this, and then like, it should definitely be spoken more about. People gotta come with to understanding of what it is. But before I leave ya, my mans did tell me some shit that put me in a different perspective, which was, if you're gonna be able to say the word, then you gotta be able to be ready what comes with the word. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if you're able to say the word and all that shit like that, then you gotta be able to people like look at you and judge you in a certain fashion.
You know what's crazy? That I do feel like that.
Because you're not gonna just be saying the word, you feel me, and not be able to come and be like, you know, if people judge you in a different form, or if
like I know when to not
you
say
become a stereotype
as a regular part of my conversation, and then there's times where I'm outside that environment and I don't know how to not say my nigga.
That is true.
So it's like, you know, like I
find myself like that all the time. Like I got drunk the other night and I was not in New York and I was saying the word a little bit too much. I was told, hey, stop it. Stop it now.
Now this is something I'm also
and
like.
I had to chill out.
Didn't I make this comment? Yo, you know, my mother says it too. My mother says you use that word a lot. So just food for thought, that's all. Okay.
Facts.
Food for thought.
And we'll be right back, guys, after these messages.
Isolated by myself. Isolated by myself. Isolated by myself. Isolated. Yeah. Spending too much time alone, I'm at the home, not even looking at phone. Don't call me or get the tone. Come close, cause you are not rocking with Stone, the Stone Cold Stunner. Hell yeah. Mike Dose up in the Hummer. And you know I got goals for next week to bring my summer. Last name, blue, no cribbing, but I feel.
The Tito's vodka is gluten free. Alright, guys. Bang, 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 bang. And we're back to our. Yo, you know one thing I noticed? That we didn't say, hey, going back to my host Lisa.
Good.
And my host Steph. No, I like that. Come on.
I don't like it.
I do.
I like when we just talk.
Don't listen to her. This is my show. Now let me stop. All right.
This is Fat Ass Show, okay?
Oh, now it's my show.
Because when I be like, this is my shop, I'll be like, this is my shop. So this is your show, this is your show.
Oh, that sounds like we're getting kicked out right now. Guys, wrap it up. We're out of here. All right. Let's get back. We are about to bring on the homie, the one who makes you jiggle.
In your pants.
It makes you all sweaty and like, damn, but it's good. I want more. My man, DJ Blue. Come on down, yo. Y'all can applaud now, like, yeah, no.
The audience, that's the point of you guys.
Thank you.
This is the point of having an audience.
I'm still gonna block that shit out. I'm gonna put something else anyway. Alrighty.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for being so patient with us.
We had this man waiting for 3 hours, maybe going on 4. I'm gonna say this straight up right now. I'm a scumbag. But yeah.
No, we're just learning, man. It's just a learning curve.
I tried.
We're learning.
Alright, so tell us a little bit about yourself, sir. Other than the fact that he's a DJ.
And a super dope photographer.
Facts. He does not paintings, but he does graphic animation. He has his
didn't
own
know
record
that.
label. And he does a shitload of more other things. I just hadn't had a chance to look through his own Instagram because every time I got through it, it was like,
It's
damn,
like
I'm like
so
100
many
pictures
things.
in, and it just keeps more and more. Like,
You can't even just call
what?
him a DJ because you don't just DJ. Like you like
Facts,
a lifestyle
facts.
creative.
The culture.
It's a pluralist.
Pluralist? I like that.
Strive for that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Also, this is brand new.
I've been living in New York for 6 years now.
Okay.
Alright, I guess I was living in Jersey for 6 years. I've been living in New York for 2 months.
How did you like
belong
Jersey?
to Bushwick.
How did you like Jersey?
Jersey was love. It was quiet and I can focus.
That's true. Definitely. Rent is way better, right?
Living by myself.
That's good.
I feel like you have
That's
to be
lit.
more disciplined to like have work in New York but live in Jersey because you gotta
Facts.
be like super aware of train times, commute. Like you
I
have
know-
to be more disciplined.
I know people in Brooklyn that don't want to leave Brooklyn. It's like, what?
That's how I feel now.
Like,
It's like I don't gotta go nowhere else.
it's like, nah, I'm staying right here. You heard? If the corner store is too far, I'm going to the Ox right here. You heard? But so what? You live out here now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How you liking Brooklyn so far?
It's love. The convenience is everything. I feel
Facts.
like after living in Jersey for so long, I feel like I've been doing it wrong.
Okay.
Nah, it just wasn't your time. Now it's your time.
Facts. What's like? So what got you into the whole DJing aspect?
I just stumbled into it. Like me and my friend that I started the label with, we were doing parties in like 2013. Like he would DJ and I would do all the visuals. Like we would project visuals.
Okay.
It was called Next Level Vibes. And then he moved to Puerto Rico, just like tired of New York. Rent was too high. He wanted to live in an island. So he just dipped to Puerto Rico, and I wanted to keep the party going.
Is he back now that the whole thing happened in Puerto Rico?
He comes back sometimes.
Okay.
But I mean, he goes to London. He's kind of just going everywhere right now.
Oh, that's lit. That's fire.
But yeah, I wanted to keep the party going, and I realized that we needed a DJ, and I just filled in. And my first gig, one of my friends came, and then they booked me at SOBs,
That's lit.
and then from there it just
Took off.
That's fire.
That's a great place to start.
Hell yeah, shit. I figured you was gonna be like, nah, you know, it's
In the
back,
basement somewhere.
just bumping the shit. Like,
Like, nah, I was already in the sounds of
I was
Brazil,
making
pumping it up.
cassettes, and I was bumping them joints. But nah, that's dope. That's a good spot to to start off and shit.
Yeah, that's how I
The good thing is
was
that, like,
introduced to you
people
as
fuck
a,
with you, you know what
as
I'm
a
saying?
DJ.
So-
Yeah, and like everybody was like, "Yo, Blue's dope, man. He's going places." Like,
Facts.
people speak about you, like like they truly admire your work. They see like where you're going, what you're doing, and stuff like that.
yeah, it's been a blessing for sure. Cause that's not the foundation. Like I moved here to do photography and direct and just kind of work with the camera.
So that's where you wanted to start off with. It was the camera. The DJing kind of just
Fell into his lap.
yeah.
And that's been the blessing of it all.
That's fire, bro. I mean, but also I feel like also it's because of the way you looked at it too. Because in a sense, you incorporated different worlds into this, and like matching things up. And I mean,
I feel like if you
do
just-
fireworks.
If you're just a creative, you
and I'm
can
not
do.
over hearing some like dick riding shit. Like the man really does do ill shit. Like
Yeah.
go to one of his parties and then you see what the fuck I'm talking about.
I appreciate that.
Yo, it was crazy because the first time I heard one of your sets, we went to the cafe and Odalis was playing, and like we at first I just came across her and I'm like, yo, I want to go to one of her parties. So whatever, we got there, we didn't know who was DJing, or I didn't know who was DJing, but it was like, yo, everybody was having so much fun.
I felt like back in the day, like
Yo, it
when
was
you walk into like
crazy.
them like the
Like the
those
mixes
parties,
were just like perfect. Like you were able
Facts.
to play the crowd so perfectly, and I was
the
like, yo,
ill
this
body
is so much
odor
fun.
and that
who's
shit. Like everybody
DJing?
was just like, I felt
Yeah.
like,
I never
damn,
found
I'm
myself
junior high right now.
I never
What's
found
going on
myself
right now?
thinking, who's DJing right now? Like I'm not like a big DJ party type of person. And by the time I went to the front to see, you were already gone, and then Odalis was already there. So I had told Fafa, I was like, yo, who's playing? Like, we had already
facts.
figured we were gonna do these parties and stuff. I was like, yo, man, that'd be so dope if he comes, or whatever. And then we ended up finding out it was you. And yeah, like, so I get it. I get why people are like so psyched about you DJing and following you, because I mean your visuals are dope as hell.
But then on what I gotta say right now, Okay, male hair units. The male
Weave. Lace front.
I'm gonna get one soon, just so you guys
Yes,
know.
and I will be doing the procedure.
Oh, all right. Sounds fancy. We're gonna see how that goes.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I am too. I'm gonna get a hairline again. That's gonna be fun. I don't have to wear a hat all the time.
You hear braids.
Even though I like wearing hats, I have a nice variety of hats. So you can see my new. I'm styling the new Sling Magic hat. You know.
I'm waiting for mine.
Good luck.
It got lost.
Yeah, so it's a thing that nobody wants to do, but every time I show it to somebody, they're like, "Wow, holy shit!
You know what it is?
This is amazing."
I think that people are afraid of the idea of male hair units because it's like a big secret.
Facts. Speaking of that, I gotta start buying some things. Yeah, that was mad off contents, but she knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's all that counts. You guys are gonna have to figure that out one by yourself. But as far as it's very secretive, but people want to get it, but they don't want people to know that they're getting it, which is fine because you're
Women
paying.
used to be like that. But I feel
Yeah,
like
because weaves is like a thing now.
social media, I feel like made it okay for women to be like, I got a weave, this fake. But there was a point in time where weaves weren't talked about. Like women couldn't say I have a weave on.
I mean, it's still secretive because you go down the block and they got the joint like it looks like an auto body center. Like you go into the thing and there's hair there, and then there's like a back room that you go in.
It really is like that now.
And it's like then you come out with hair like. That sounds like auto body to me if I
Yeah, no, I think men's hair units are just in their beginner stage, and
it's been around for a grip.
Yeah, like
in
TV.
movies.
This is just TV tricks that are now available to everyone.
Yeah, facts.
This was already done.
Let's make you look like Steve Harvey, guys. Yeah, I know you want it.
You kind of did that with someone's beard today, though.
Oh,
that shit was like it has Steve Harvey's like you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Oh, I felt like a proud papa. I was like little baby.
Yeah,
felt like I made it from scratch, which I did.
Nah, and that was important. Like it's so important.
It was great. I felt great about it. Like I had a great time doing it. It's something completely new to me. It honestly feels like I opened up a door. All right, so I'm on a level, right? I've been walking around this building. This
one level?
Yeah, this one level. Been walking around, and then I go and I open up a door, and then I'm like, "Yo, you guys knew this shit was here?" And now it's a whole new fucking building like that. I could just go in there, and I'm like, "Wow," which is amazing to me because this is why I love doing what I do, which is cutting hair. Yeah. You can find us at 606 Bushwick, the Cut Gallery.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for the whole idea of men hair pieces being a more common thing in the barbershop. And I'm very grateful that we're gonna probably be one of the first barbershops in New York to be doing this. Like,
but I'm gonna have to get like a piece so I can like section shit out, you know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Night haircuts, late night cuts.
Yeah, I mean, privacy and discretion is important, especially
people who are gonna do that are gonna pay a lot of money.
Especially because it's new. Like this is a new idea. Like it just became,
Also, fun fact that I knew: if you get a hair transplant, that surgery goes up to $12,000. Yeah. If you come to me, I got you.
And it's not guaranteed, and it's painful, and there's a scar,
and also it comes back. Like if the tissue has to be taken from yourself so that your body won't reject it. Now, on top of that taking place, if the cells stop regenerating again, you're back to square one. So it's like you just went, they took a nice chunk off your back, and now they're putting it up here, and now it's still dying.
I wonder if women ever thought about doing that. Like women, we can get like wigs and extensions. I don't think women have ever thought about getting a hair transplant.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
I'm positive of that.
I ain't never seen that.
I mean, I don't feel like it's really talked about. Definitely.
Know.
I know there's women who do that. If the hair transplant system works on a man, it can work on a woman.
I know, but I don't think that is as common for women.
That's something you gotta look up, and then find out, and
I mean, that's like you said.
Or God forbid,
it's not a fucking
you got alopecia or something, and then no, but that's even worse.
Nah, alopecia is it's not growing back at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know. There's options.
Wrong fucking time to use the word.
Point is that I think that people are gonna start getting way more comfortable with the idea, and it's gonna be just as common as women getting lace fronts and weaves and wigs and shit.
Yo, listen, you have choices. Live your best life. Don't let anyone tell you what not to do. I'm gonna be rocking them joints. Say you gonna be tight. You gonna be like.
I hope you can edit that piece
I've been working
to
on
be
these
just
for 18
like a
years.
commercial.
What?
You should just edit that piece to be a commercial.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. All right. Yeah, male hair units. It's a new thing.
Or beard
try
units.
them.
Cause
I want to make that a thing. I'm gonna have
beards. It is a thing. You did
I want
it
to be
already.
like, yo. So homie look like Rick Ross today.
Yo, it was
Like,
crazy.
That shit.
It was
Wow.
good. It was so good.
Wow. I'm gonna get some joy for Halloween. We're gonna do a podcast for Halloween, and you're gonna see me. I'm gonna look like, I don't know. I'm gonna just get some brolic ass beard. I've been saying Duck Dynasty. I might lean over to the side of like maybe getting like Jack Sparrow thing going on with the little
Dreadlocks.
whatever and the make it look crack. You know what I'm saying? Like I might look at that. I might go to that. Yeah. All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Like Snoop, and if you ain't got the budget, then I ain't coming to the shoot. You shooting blanks, I hit the bank. The grade is up in the paint, and Misfit doing his thing. Don't know what I'm supposed to say. Hey, isolated by myself. Isolated by myself. Isolated by myself. Isolated by myself.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Trim Show. Hey. So I feel like that there are, I know a lot of people who work very hard. They have multiple hustles, multiple talents, and I think that the
Myself? Are you describing me right now? You're such a good person.
and I think that
Oh, you're not?
people listen.
All right, I'm sorry.
You're a superstar.
No, I'm sorry. Go. People.
I know we gotta tell each other that sometimes.
Yes, we are. You're a superstar.
So I feel like other superstars, like people who are constantly in a hustle and constantly in a grind and are constantly trying to, get their life together or whatever, they seem to feel like they don't need rest because rest is, we not where we want to be. But rest is very important.
True. You need to recharge the batteries. Otherwise, you're gonna burn yourself out.
Yeah, it makes no sense for you to be, giving 50%, doing something that you're doing, working, 12 hours a day. Because who wants to produce 50% of their effort? Like it's
Facts.
It's not worth it.
You want to give it everything.
Yeah.
So you could like make it, because otherwise, like, why are you doing what you're doing?
Yeah, exactly. So, I was reading this book, Self-Disciplined Producer. The author is Martin Meadows. And in this book, it's a good book. It's a very short book. It gets right to the point. And it basically teaches you how to, finish where you start and how to not be distracted, even if it's by your phone, even if it's by other things, your mind. And what I thought was really cool was at the end, he said that aside from all these strategies that we can use to keep working and keep moving, we have to remember to rest because
facts.
We're no good if we don't recharge.
True.
So I actually wanted to give out a few strategies, basically how he sums up what are the key points and how to give yourself rest in the middle of your day or in the middle of your week, and how to constantly keep that on your mind just as much as your next work day.
Okay, let's hear it.
So one thing that he says is nature, right? And I like that because I love nature. I love being
greenery.
Yeah, I love being in the
greenery.
now. And being in the now sometimes is just paying attention to the wind blowing. That's living in the now. And connecting with
the simple things count.
Yeah, connecting with nature is something that's important, and it's a great way to recharge because that's where we come from. We come from the earth. And one.
Well, I thought I came from my mama's belly.
Yeah, it's all the earth. Mother Earth.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one thing that I thought was cool that he gave as far as a pointer is that if you can't find, especially when you live in an urban city like New York, and like we cannot find scenery, we cannot find
It's horrible
nature.
you can't see the stars here.
There's nature next to a highway, like that doesn't count.
Kinda?
Nah, that don't count.
Urban nature?
Anyways, a good way to do it on a regular basis is to have plants.
Okay.
Having plants in your surroundings is a good way to kind of like, I guess in an energy kind of way, recharge and stuff like that.
Plants are good.
Yeah, another point that he made, and it's crazy because this is something that I do, but I actually thought it was pretty cool to like put it into a strategy. And basically what he says is that when you want to take a day off but you can't really afford a day off, just give yourself less of a workload than you would on an average day. So you're not really losing momentum, but you're also not overstressing yourself after you just worked 5 days straight, and maybe you're not ready for a full day off, but allow yourself one day where you take the load lightly. You know what I'm saying? So it's for us it's very difficult to mentally.
Yeah, facts, because I'm always doing something, and like I'm always thinking about the things that I'm like, the things that I'm already in. Like I gotta pay certain things off. I got bills. I gotta move. I gotta become somebody with myself. Like I'm not getting any younger. You feel me? So I gotta start moving, and it just feels like I can't stop. It just doesn't, because if you stop, then you're not doing nothing.
We feel like we got too much to lose if we slow down.
Facts.
But you know what? You got more to lose if you're not 100%.
That's why I don't even smoke in the street, because I'm not trying to get pulled over by the cops, and then you gotta go get locked up, and then that's gonna throw a wrench in my whole situation. I can't do that.
Yeah. Another one is traveling. So, you definitely should travel at least once a year, right? And that travel is whatever that means to you.
So you can see my beautiful tan.
Yeah. Fires is like
It's
it's like a little crispy chicken wing.
Shit.
He's a rotisserie chicken.
Oh yeah, base me. Go.
So anyways, and something as simple as a weekend getaway is something that you don't have to sit there and be like, oh, I want to go on a week-long trip to
go
Europe.
hiking real quick.
Not everybody could do that. So yeah, like if you take space away, go into nature somewhere, go away
Or
from the
maybe you
weekend.
can go to Central Park.
You know what?
Going
Going to Central Park for the first time made me move to Vegas. You know why?
Damn.
It did.
All right, we're not gonna get into that, but yeah.
Nah, because you know what? For me, that's not enough nature. Like I'm in the middle of a beautiful, and I look up and I'm surrounded by buildings. That shit made me realize this is not like I don't like buildings that much.
So you went to Vegas and you looked up and you were like, oh.
I'm like,
damn.
wow,
Desert
the
and heat.
desert
I'm dying. Like
that the earth made. Nah, it was driving me crazy too. I came back to New York.
Okay. So what's the other tip?
And another thing is physical activity. And not just
Working
any
out.
physical activity, strenuous physical activity. Like kick your own ass. That's very important. Because the thing is that
Or if not, ask a friend.
nobody can do that for me. So the thing about strenuous activity that's important and that's rejuvenating is that it allows you to, and you know what, this is also like a good way to kind of like not smoke. Some people just want to kind of like ease off smoking. Maybe it interrupts their day too much.
Yeah, that's true.
Heavy
Smoking
activity.
is bad for you. Stop it. It's bad for your lungs.
Cigarettes, yeah. Heavy activity is a good way to, deep breathing and
No, definitely. Working out is really good for you.
yeah, it's a really good recharge.
You can be really upset, and if you go work out, you'll feel great. As you can see, I don't get upset much. I really don't. It's not easy keeping this figure, but
Yeah, and it keeps your mind clear. Point is that when you're working out,
just work out.
Strenuous activity, you don't really have the mental space to think about anything else because you're just trying to finish the set. You're just trying to
things become
breathe
more clear
correctly.
Because when we were going to the gym, I felt great afterwards.
Man, Fayez was committed. He was in the gym
for 2 weeks, baby. Yeah.
No, for longer than that.
Yeah, that's true. I was trying to.
I give him credit. He was eating good. Yo, you should do it again. Yo, I'm in the gym. I've been eating good
for a week.
For a month and a half.
A month and a half?
But that's a Joe Budden right there.
Yeah, because I guess.
See, my trainer's not here.
Because I haven't been here.
My trainer's not here to vouch for me, but I got the buzz of steel right now. So.
Yeah, I got the matching hair though.
We lemon and lime out here.
Oh, I right, yo. So we'll be right back after these messages.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me.
Welcome back, guys, to the Trim with my co-host Lisa
And my host Fat.
My man said, "Hey,
I was
strike a pose."
I was in model mode.
Yo, do me a favor, make sure that we're like right on frame.
Cause we be next to each other all day.
Is it good? All right, cool. All right, guys, thank you for coming. I mean, whoa, that did not sound right. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, I had a good time today.
Yeah,
it was dope. Oh yeah, let me do the Instagram shout out because Twitch didn't do his thing.
Oh, I would love to get.
No, I have somebody.
Oh.
Yay!
It's your Instagram shout out, huh?
It's my turn because last week she did it. Even though she birthed the idea. I want to give a shout out to my man, Jay Sharp. That we've had him before on the show, but I got a little bit too intoxicated. And yeah, that's what happened. And I sound horrible. I feel so bad. We got to bring him back on the show. But my man's always been there. Humble ass person. Humble individual. Like, I feel like if you ask him for like the shirt off his back, he'll straight give it to you. Like, man, cool dude. Every time I see him, yo, what's good, bro? How you doing? You know, so it's like mad love. Also, he's doing a lot of things. Like, he's doing stuff with the homeless people. He's doing stuff like with what is it? I believe it's like Macy's. He's doing, you know, he does house calls. He doesn't work in a barbershop, so he has a completely different lane than like a lot of people that I know that work in a barbershop. He's going from like house to house. He's experiencing a whole different. He's doing the footwork. Yeah, he's experiencing a whole different thing when it comes to just becoming a barber. His experience is different. So, to my man, Jay Sharp,
Ooh,
my guy.
He's such a dope person, man.
Facts.
I love meeting dope barbers because my experience with barbers are not that great.
Yeah, dope barbers. Thanks for joining us, guys. Oh yeah, my man Brian B. Wood, the rape master. He'll understand when he watches this. Thank you, and stay tuned till the next episode, guys. Holla for $1.